Hey Tammy, what's good, girl? Child, look, I know I'm late. What of it? All right, I know I'm 5 minutes late. So what y'all gonna do? Beat my ass? All right, I'm 5 minutes late. I ain't got no excuses for y'all. I'm late. But it don't. But am I though? Because the party don't start until I push the button. So, whatever. But what's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Shout out to the 64 people that's already up in here. I appreciate y'all. It's cold in my house. It's not cold outside. It's hot as a mug, but it's cold as a mug in here. Which is why it's cold as a mug in here, because it's hot as a mug out there. So hey, I feel like it's an even exchange, right? But what's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all make sure to keep the likes looking right. Keep the likes looking right. As the people are coming in, make sure that the likes is looking right. Period. All right. You need a call in? Oh, okay. So I guess you can push your button and make the call in. Well, if you do that, I'll come around there and join your call in. Okay. What's good, y'all? I need a hot dog because I ain't got no plans. Work. Okay, that's my plans. But y'all have fun. Y'all enjoy y'all little fourth and whatnot. I hope y'all do good. I do a live. I do a live later on the fourth, but that's all I know. But Ramadan, whatever. I forgot all about the fourth is what, Friday? Work. Okay. So yeah, you could bring me a Frankfurter. You could bring me a Frankfurter, okay? Period. With cheese, onions, and sauerkraut. And if you got kibasas, same thing. Cheese, sauerkraut first, then the onions on top. They gotta be like that. Cheese, sauerkraut, onions. Cheese, sauerkraut, onions. That's how it gotta be. Not hetero stuff. Child, look, you ain't even got to tell me. Okay, hetero stuff consists of playing the game, having a joint, drinking some 40s, talking about hoes, and maybe going out to the bar and doing the same damn thing. I know how that goes, but I told you, all majority of my male friends are straight. I know how that goes. you know, the same old. Talk about something she need to call in. Child, I need $100 to fall in my lap out the sky right now, and I ain't getting that either. Okay. Now, if I get $100 to fall in my lap right now, then I might think about giving you a damn laugh. But that ain't gonna happen, and that call in ain't gonna happen either. I mean, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Cause I still gotta watch what you use it. And what y'all need to call in with this episode for anyhow? Like, didn't much really happen on some real shit. Didn't much really happen other than the end, and that fell flat. I mean, what's there to really talk about? I mean, do we really got to have a roundtable discussion about that? Well, damn, T. I mean, I don't mean no shade, Tammy. I'm just saying. Like, do we really got to have a roundtable discussion? Because what's going to happen? People gonna blame it all on Portia. There's gonna be other folk who feel like she didn't do it, and then there's gonna be the other folk who feel like it's all a scheme. I mean, I'm gonna be, to be honest with you, this whole finale was damn whack. If you want to be honest, like Britt's exit was whack, the finale was whack, Shamil was whack. Who else was whack? Frack was whack. It was just a bunch of whack shit going on. So you know, excuse me. Oh, 10. RHOA season 12, season 12. RHOA season 16. Where did 12 come from? Season 16, episode 17. Is this shit real or is this all a scheme and a scam? All right, that Ty came up with to come to us with the bullshit, but y'all left Po Charles up out of it. Justice for Charles. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this was I'm just gonna be real. I feel like this was based off of some fuck shit, and they just didn't tell Charles. They didn't let Charles know because the scene had to be real, and the scene had to be some legitimacy. And I feel like they knew Charles is a crash out. Be clear. He nearly flipped up the entire MSG building on top of his head on national TV. All right, he was finna whip ass. He was his one man army. He ain't give a fuck about none of them damn people. And I just feel like that's why they didn't tell him so that it can look like, oh my God. But for me, like a lot of what was maybe it was the way that it was edited, maybe it was the way that they sliced it and spliced it, and it looked completely weird. But the whole thing just seemed so. I don't know. We'll talk about it when we get there. Um, Dustin Ross made it to Watch What Happens Live. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I love Dustin Ross. Okay, he one of my unofficial baby daddies. Okay, he don't know it, but he is. Fuck him. Okay, he don't know it, but he is, and I don't care what he ever tells y'all. That fuck nigga line. All right, he just like any other fuck nigga. But be clear, that's my baby daddy. I know who I laid up and gave my shit up with. Okay, and yeah, we supposed to be happy, and yeah, we supposed to go up, and yeah, we supposed to be like, oh my god. And don't get me wrong, fine. But I got an issue because my issue is BA. Anything other than to get Drew Sidora on Watch What Happens Live. That's my only issue with it. It's not that it's because it's him. It's just the fact of why is it him? Like, I don't get as to how we have everybody else damn near on the goddamn show, but Drew's ass. And it's just like, I mean, okay, that's cute for Dustin. But my thing is, he's not connected to Bravo. I don't believe he ain't got nothing to do with what Bravo got going on. I believe, and I feel like the only reason why he up there is because you wanted to see him in person. Probably because you want to suck his dick. You probably want to fall down to your knees and worship the BBC, and that's your business. But my thing is, why go through all of these things? I'm just so sick of it. I want to see Drew again. I want to see Drew again. I ain't see Drew, so I want to see Drew again. Don't nobody give a fuck about no goddamn Dustin. I want to see the people that's supposed to be up there, not just any old body that y'all get from around here. I ain't got no time for that. And if you was gonna bring a nigga up there, bring Marcus. Bring Marcus. If you is gonna bring a nigga, bring Marcus. And so then he could come up here and bring Junebug. I want you to bring Marcus, and this he could bring Junebug so we can finally figure out who the fuck Junebug. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, that's the biggest thing that made me look at that story like, because when he said, and don't get me wrong, yeah, we all got a Junebug in our family. So I mean, you know, will it shock me if Faye had one in hers? No. Will it shock me if Faye knew a Junebug that do creepy shit? No. Would it shock me if she knew a Junebug that do fraudulent shit? No. But even talking about something he already had Drew. No, fuck that. Bring Drew ass up here again because I didn't get a chance to see it. And if you are gonna bring somebody up here, at least let it have been Marcus. So then Marcus can have some damn if it is real. So then Marcus can have some place to really tell some shit at. Because he didn't get a chance to really say what he had to say before he teared up here. I need to see Dustin. I mean, it was good to see Dustin. But I need to see Dustin. Talking about something Drew was on 2 weeks ago. Bitch, I ain't see her. Bring her ass on again. And if you are going to bring somebody else up there, at least bring somebody up there that's connected to the goddamn show, like Marcus. And he could bring on Junebug and let them tell the story and then let people decide on whether or not we going to believe it or not. Because I'm sorry. I know we not supposed to go. And it ain't that I'm going up for Faye, but and yeah, she got the capacity to do it, but and yeah, we all know her for her works, but we'll get to it. No, Dustin ain't the guy that was sitting with Marcus telling Angela and Drew. No. Now, see, if he was, then I wouldn't have been mad at Dustin for being there because Dustin, tell us what happened, nigga. But no. Talking about something she was on a week ago. Why I ain't here? I ain't here. I ain't see nobody talking about it. Scotty ain't did no after show review on it. How it slipped past me? Whatever. Ravine, didn't I just tell you I love me some Dustin? Ain't nobody hating no. But if I was, what you gonna do back? I ain't. But if I was, so that's one. Two, ain't nobody hating on him. I just didn't know that Drew was shown 3 weeks ago because I ain't see nobody talking about it. So that's why I had my issue. I said why we got him and not Drew. Now y'all said Drew came up here about 2-3 weeks ago, and I said, "Oh, okay, fine." Well, I still got an issue, bitch, because if you is gonna bring a nigga up there, bring on Marcus so he could bring on Junebug to get down to the bottom of what's going on. Anyway, you said she sang in the segment. What she sang? Did she sound good? Because you did throw some shade up here at Oshamia, all deserving. But did she sound good? Hey, Dr. Jen. Ain't nobody mad. What I said is, even when I'm wrong, I'm right. And if I said her ass won't up there, do y'all go along with it and you say her ass won't up there? That's what I said. Well, now I gotta watch to see it. Because I mean, you did throw Shamia a lot of shade, all deserving. But you did throw her a lot of shade. So now I got to hear how you sounded. Since you threw shade, now I gotta listen to how you sound. But I guess you got a reprieve, BA. I guess you went on ahead and allowed her to come on 3 weeks. The tail end of the damn shit, you finally allowed her to come on. So I mean, okay, fine. I guess we're supposed to be excited and happy that she was the last one. I guess. I mean, okay, fine. Anyway, shout out. Anyway, Frick, yeah, no, yeah. Frick and Lauren goes to see Frack down to her house, huh? The Drew episode is who? The Drew episode is June. Now I want to see it now because now I'm late on it. It's 3 weeks ago and it's 3 weeks too late. Now I don't even care about it no more. Nah, I don't want to watch the shit. All right. I don't want to watch the shit. All right. It's obvious I'm 3 weeks late, so fuck it. Child, y'all ain't want to send it to me. Y'all ain't want to DM it to me. Y'all in here talking all this shit. I told you ain't told me a goddamn thing. Y'all usually DM me shit. Y'all would have DM me the performance. Y'all would have DM me something. Y'all hoes didn't send me a goddamn thing. So don't come up around here talking about what I didn't see and what I did catch and all of the rest of that. Moving on. Just like a true Pisces, I'm going to find a way to make it your damn fault. Don't come around here trying to check me. I said what I said. Anyway, Frick and Lauren go to see Frack about helping Wetlandy's funeral. And Lauren says that she talked to Landy like right when not when she passed, but before she passed, she had talked to Landy or whatever. I mean, I suppose if you want to go to Frack to help with it, I mean, I guess the people say she a much better mortician than she is attorney. So she'll land your ass in jail as an attorney, but she'll send you up to the great beyond in style. That's what the people say. So I mean, fine, I guess. Maybe she came to her because she might get her a nasty piece of discount. Who knows? But I mean, okay, Frack. I guess we'll trust you, Walandi. Angela goes to see her therapist, Dr. Wendy, and she says her and Charles go around there to help with their marriage woes or whatever the case may be. And I guess she kind of contributes Dr. Wendy for why she still stayed, in this with Charles and vice versa. Charles stayed in it with her. So Charles opened up to this white woman. That's fine. I ain't mad with it. Hey, I ain't got nothing to say about it. That's fine, Charles. Do your thug this. So, she talks about how having all of these houses not selling is what's being a biggest contributor to her issue. Well, their issues in the marriage or whatever, because Charles is saying he ain't seeking another dime and to no more of her damn pipe dream. And to be real, I agree with him, Angela. Ain't no sense. If it ain't making you no dollars, it don't make you no sense. And the people saying it ain't making you no dollars, well, it ain't even the people. You said this shit won't make you no dollars. So it's just like, I agree with Charles. What's the point of, excuse me, what's the point of still trying to push in a whole bunch of money in these houses and we're not making anything out of it. We're in debt. So I get it. Like the houses or your marriage. Choose your marriage. You did right. Angela also tell Wendy about Marcus, and Angela says that she trusts Charles now, and it's a while for her to get to that point, and she just don't want anybody saying anything about him, um, thinking that that makes him an easy target or whatever the case may be. Angela, I want to believe you. Like, for real, Angela, to be real, I want to believe that Frank did this shit because we know she's capable of doing this shit and she doesn't mind doing this shit if she got it. I want to be able to place all of this blame on her doorstep willingly, and then helping you throw eggs and toilet paper on her damn house. I would love to be able to stand out there and help you demolish her house with you, with you. But I don't know. Like you said, I don't know, Angela. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. I would love to go out there and help you TP this whole house. All right. And taking a big shit on her damn on her damn front door. I would love to and wipe my ass with her mat. I would love to do that. I would. But see, Angela, I don't know. We'll get down to it later, but I don't know. Anyway, Wishbone got a showcase. Miss Pat was the MC of it, and she invites some of the ladies to come down there and join her. And of course, we know that Frick can't because she was dealing with Londi or whatever. So Drew say she came for support. Drew, no, you didn't, and I wish you would have kept it real. Drew, you came there to be funny and shade the fuck out of her because one, you knew it was gonna be some faux pas. Two, you knew she was going to try to overdo it because she invited you there. And three, she's been throwing all kind of shade at you all season and keeping up an issue with you simply to stay in her bestie's good graces. Because she didn't have a problem with you until Portia wanted to have a problem with you. And then all of a sudden, she started throwing all of this unsolicited shade and trying to make it seem running back, carrying your bones, and all of the rest of this shit. So, Drew, I would have appreciated it more had you just owned it. Like, look, listen, I'm just here for the gags and the cackles. Okay, I'm here to see if this bitch gonna rise to the occasion or is she gonna fall flat on her damn face? Is she gonna fall flatter than them notes that she gonna blow out of that damn thing? Like, I would have went up for it, Drew, had you just said that because that's real. That's real, girl. I'm not here for support. I want to see what this hoe gonna do so I can go right there and run my mouth back. Now, if she do good, she do good. But if she get up here and do some fuck shit and some fuckery, yeah, I'm gonna be that heckler and like, or at least that's just the way I would have came at it, Drew. Because when I don't fuck with somebody, I don't fuck with somebody, and I'm gonna make it clear. Oh, girl, bye. I'm here to see this whole fall flat on her face. I can talk about it like a dog later. But that's just me. Okay, but that's just me. Um, Drew did throw shade at Shimon. I know she did, Denise, but they ain't what I mean. What I mean is I would have came there and I would have let that been known from the gate. I wouldn't have got in my confessionals to say that because you would have known that when I got there. The minute that she had that badass note, I'd have bust out laughing. Actually, what I would have did was brought out my harmonica. Bruh, girl, find your note. Bruh, 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 bruh. Like that's what I would have did. Like I would have came with the petty. I would have came with the petty. I would have came with my tuna that I had back in college when I was in band. I'd have held that up. Girl, that ain't your note. That's what I mean. Anyway. But y'all know I'm just built petty like that. So, whatever. Um, Brick-a-brack comes. She speaks to everybody except for Pola Tink Tink. Drew and her shade down the Wishbone. See, I told you. I know she did. I wrote it down. Drew and her shade down that Wishbone show. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. As far as I'm concerned, Drew, you pussyfooted around your shade. Cause I told you how I would have came in there. I would have been very direct with my shade. And I mean, and another thing. And this to tag as Scotty's rooster cut. Like like Candy had back in her earlier seasons on Housewives. This tug at Scotty's rooster cut. That man don't want to be filmed. That man don't want to be filmed. That man didn't mind crawling the fuck out of bed to come and film for this shit, but he couldn't crawl the fuck out of bed to take his goddamn daughter to the damn doctor, knowing that Shamia had some damn scrap throat. I just wanted to bring that up. I wanted to bring that up. But whatever. He showed up for his wife and whatnot. To be real with you, Gerald really don't look half bad. Like once I really like looked at him, to be real, Gerald don't look half bad. Like he honestly don't. He don't. I mean, like you could tell he older or whatever, but he now I ain't saying I'll lay up with his ass, but I'll let him take me to Ruth Chris or something like that. Okay. I'm a Whataburger kind of girl. I'll let him take me to Whataburger or something like that. But I ain't but I mean, shout out to you though, Gerald, for showing up for your wife, I suppose. Anyway, ready to get King and Trey. Thank you for your super chat, Phil. You so silly. Nah, I'm not. Anyway, Angela inviting the ladies down into the Charles Oakley Foundation or whatever that help feed the unprivileged families and whatnot. Drew asked Tink Tink about her IG following because she talked about how she has an influence and she'll let everybody know. I will say this, Kelly, you got more people than I got, 150,000 following. I mean, that's a lot. But do I feel as though you going up there doing that will make much of an impact as somebody like Portia who's in the millions? Or Cent, who's in the millions. You know what I mean? Kenya, who's in the millions. People like that. I mean, okay. But I do appreciate the effort, Kelly. I do appreciate the effort. Um uh Wishbone pulls Brick-a-Brack aside to let her know that she heard about her telling Frick that she showed their text messages that she heard by way of Cent. And Brick-a-Brack is adamant that happened. Wishbone feels like she's jealous of the fact that her and Pola Tink Tink are close. Brick-a-Brack asks Wishbone, did she ever go and see about her daughter after the trip because of all of the dramatics that she was given and she was there for her. And then Wishbone tells her, don't bring up her daughter. Um, do I have anything for this? Wishbone, I do not believe you. You've already been busted out for venting to these ladies about Portia already in the season. So it's not hard for me to believe that you have shown Bric-a-Brac some shit. Nor is it hard for me to believe or understand why she would wait till now to bring that up. Because I do feel like she does feel a way that Kelly kicked her to the side for you. See, two things can be true at once. I do believe that Bric-a-Brac does hold some type of animosity and some type of damn jealousy because she did drop you, because she did drop her to be cool, chummy, and buddy with you. So it will not shock me that she pulled the Tammy Romaine and said, "Well, okay, I'm finna break some shit up since this shit is going on with me." But I also believe that you have most definitely, in confidence, shared things with her, as well as Kelly, as well as Angela, as well as Drew, more than likely, as well as Scent, probably. I'm more than sure you probably done dropped small little things to these ladies, hinting that you got issues with your situation with Portia. I do. I do. So, like I said, two things can coexist with one another. Now, about this whole thing about bringing up your daughter, um, yeah, she brought up your daughter, but don't try to make it seem as if she talked about her or she did, because that's what you did. When we first heard this, you made it seem as if she came for your daughter, as if she read her down or she said, I think they said she said something about her sickness or whatever. And from what I heard, that ain't what Bric-a-Brac said. What Bric-a-Brac said was, "Girl, did you get a chance to see about your daughter once we got back? Because you run around here with all the theatrics and all the dramatics. Did you ever see about her?" Like, she said that, but you tried to make it seem as if she came for your daughter, as if she talked about your child. And that's not what she did. And I like, no, don't do that. Should she have brought up your daughter in the midst of that? No, because what does that got to do with what y'all got going on? But don't come out here trying to throw out these bells and whistles. She talked about my child. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. And y'all know I'm nowhere near a Bric-a-Brac fan. I don't like that penniless whore. But wrong is wrong and right is right. And I'm not going to sit over here and put some on her that ain't there. She did not talk about your damn child. Well, if they edited it out, it didn't happen, Catherine. If they edited it out, it didn't happen. I can only go off of what I heard and what I saw. And from what I heard and what I saw, the R word didn't come out. What I heard was, "Did you ever go and see about your child?" That's the only thing I can go off of. I can only go off of what I've seen. Them hoes can say anything. Them hoes can say anything. And we've seen that already. So no, I can't give her that. If I didn't hear it and if they didn't see it, bitch, it ain't happening. And to be real, as much as I don't see it for Bric-a-Brac, I don't believe she ever went that far with her daughter. I don't. Shamia has already shown us she don't mind carrying back a bone, but adding spice to it and adding just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of smoked paprika to make it sound a lot more spicier than what it actually was. We saw her do it with Drew. So at this point, it's just hard for me to believe much of anything that comes from Shamia, especially when it comes back to carrying bones. So I can't get her that. And that's a Shamia thing. Shamia got me feeling like that. Um, Lord Ravine, retarded. Ravine, use process of elimination. Retarded. Toddish. Slow. On the spectrum. With a good blanket and a pillow. Damn, Ravine, do I gotta say it? Do I gotta make it any more plain to Ravine? Because I can't go on. I got a lot more words for that if I need to go on, but I don't want to. But if I gotta, I will. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Anyway. Thank you, friend. Thank you, baby, for your cash app, boo. One. I appreciate you, babe. Thank you. Appreciate you, boo. And top of the week to you too, baby. Anywho, anybody else like to donate, feel free, but just don't consider it begging. I know how some people feel. Anyway, so Paula Tink Tink's sister, I can't think of the lady name. I think it was Kamaya or something. I don't know. But she comes through to the house. She asks her about the Sandy Springs location for a restaurant. She says she got to be careful about opening up a new restaurant because she's still married and dealing with the financial situation that she nerves. Drew and Ralph, girl. So Drew, girl, Ralph called Drew from the basement, but was it the basement? Because it looked about as lit up as the actual house, but maybe it was. But he calls her, I think, I guess, he calls her, he want to talk. She go talk to him. He playing the piano, and they talk about the churn and how they work good as co-parents and how he wants to be more hands-on with the kids. And she's like, listen, just ask for permission if you want to take them to school, if you want to pick them up, if you want to do this, yada yada yada, just do that. And whatever. Frack and Sheck go to the winery and she invite him down to the event. Brick-a-brack and Miss Mike at home with her tad ass family. The Charles and I'm so sorry to Angela, not Angela, Brick-a-brack's family. Y'all might be real nice people or whatever, but because Brick-a-brack is a weirdo and she's property of y'all, and her mama with the damn Charlotte pickle mouth twisted up to the side. She's a property, came from you, Miss Mike. Appreciate you, friend, for your $5. Just want to contribute to the builder fund. Well, thank you, baby. If anybody else like to contribute to the builder fund, feel free. That's what I got for you, Brick-a-brack fam. Sorry. And another thing I got this for was seeing y'all getting on some damn private jet, acting like y'all looking at it. Brick-a-brack, how are you affording the private jet? How are you affording this private jet, Brick-a-brack? Explain. Who had to suck off the pallet? Was it you or him? Or is that shit y'all do together? And another thing, Drew, don't sit over here and talk about you sent your churn down to Chicago with Mammy Superior while y'all worked this divorce out. Drew, I don't believe that. You sent they bad asses to Mammy Superior so she could whip their asses back into shape before they come back down here. That's what you did. Because that's the type of grandmama that Mammy Superior give me. Mammy Superior give me, she quick with her shit. Little boy, sit your raggedy ass down before I fuck you up. Little girl, don't make me fling you up around about your head. Go sit your ass. I'm telling you, I know for a fact that's what Mammy Superior doing around there. She got them doing chores. She got them reading at the kitchen table for about 2 hours. She done took their little asses to the library and told her to go and pick out 2 Shree books, making them sit down to the kitchen table, read the books, and all that. That's what Drew did. And Drew, I ain't mad at you for doing it. Because Drew, all of them said, you, Ralph, and your mama collectively said that them churn is out of control. We saw that, considering that your daughter was halfway listening to you. You had to tell her 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times to come here. You know, if that was you and Mammy Superior, she would have only had to tell you once, because twice meant she would have yanked you by your damn hair in front of everybody and said, little wench, don't play with me. So it's just like, I see it for what it is, Drew, but okay. Okay. I know for a fact Mammy Superior didn't have to tell you or Mammy Allison more, more than one time, catch that gag, more than one time to do something. You asked that girl about 16 times. Mammy Superior and Mammy Allison. I am Scotty. Anyway. The Charles Oakley Foundation. Angela says that her and Drew met up with Marcus and some other nigga. They gave them the information, and Angela says that it was all a lie because during the time where he's saying that he saw Charles down to the restaurant, he was coaching for the Big Three and he was on national TV. So ain't no way in hell that it could have been him. And then he asks who was the person that sent him there. She says, you ain't got to say it, but you can at least write it down. And he typed up frack. Like we know what it was. He went in his phone and he typed up frack. And then she showed it to Drew. And then Drew looked all shocked or whatever the case may be. And then that's how that shit played out. And she was wondering what she ever did to frack, but to provoke her to want to do some shit like that. So Frick shows up, and in her confessional, she says that even though Brick-a-Brack came to her with information, that is like so below the totem pole for her because she's dealing with the death and all of that, and she's dealing with her divorce. And so she's just like, listen, as long as my pound puppy, Shade, as long as my pound puppy comes up in here with her leash washed and her collar shined and she acts accordingly, then it's all well and good. I go on ahead and let it be what it is. I let her roam around. I let her roam around, roam around, scratching her ass on the goddamn ground. I'd allow her to do it. I'd allow her to have her burst of confusion or whatever, because I just don't feel like dealing with her right now. And don't get mad at me. Rick said that. Angela recognizes Frick and Lundy for the foundation that they got, that's named after their uncle and whatnot. Frick gets emotional, all of the ladies rally around her, and then the pound puppy makes Frick's situation all about her and their friendship. And oh, if she needs me, I'm gonna be here for her, and the door is always open, and it's just this thing and the other. For me, it's just like she's constantly auditioning for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like if you best friends with a bitch, some things you ain't even got to explain because we already know that it's there. You know what I mean? And it's just, to me, it's just like this entire episode. She was just so just anyway. And be clear, the group isn't coming in between anything. You allowed You allowed conversations, personal conversations with these girls. Half of them you didn't even know like that. Like my thing is, Wishbone, had you had this conversation with Frat or Scent? Maybe. I mean, I can get past that quicker than you sitting up amongst Drew, Angela, Kelly, and Brick-a-Brack. Like I stop it. Stop trying to act like the group is the reason why Portia don't want to fuck with you no more. Nah, cut that out. Anyway, Angela brings the ladies together and tell them about the market situation. Angela tells Lil Tink Tink that she still finds it odd that situation will happen in the middle of her event. And then Tink Tink is like, oh my God, like I would never do anything like that. Like I'm in the middle of my own divorce. Like I got to deal with my own orangutan that I got to deal with. Like why would I get up here and do that? Like I ain't got that kind of time and yada yada yada. And Angela, Pola Tink Tink ain't smart enough to come up with nothing like that on her own. So I see what you was doing, but you shouldn't have even thought that it was her because she ain't smart enough to come up with nothing like that on her own. All right, a plan like that is just way too elaborate. So I never would have thought that it would have been Lil Tink Tink. That's just me. So she says once that happened, hold on. Okay, Charles asks who invited him, and then she turned to look at Brickleback. And she tells her at the time they wasn't getting along, and she felt like she could have been the one to send him. And then Brickleback was like, "Oh my God, like I can't even believe that Angela would thought I could have done something like that. Like I'm a married woman. Like I would never put another married woman into that type of predicament anyway. And then plus, I wasn't even invited. Like it was Kelly's event. I wasn't invited, so." Why would I want to do something like that? Like, no, it isn't me. Now, here's my thing, Angela. I agree. It's not bric-a-brac. What y'all had going on was not deep enough for her to want to go out there and find some man to come out here and make it seem as if Charles cheating on you would come up with it. And what y'all had, even with what she had going on with Team Twirl, and she's they wanted so hard to let it be bric-a-brac. I just don't believe it was bric-a-brac. Nah, what y'all went through won't that deep for her to go through all that. So no, bric-a-brac. No, it ain't her. So Drew says that they found out that none of that was true. And then she decides to bring Marcus over there to talk to Charles. And this is the part where I said, was this a scheme that all of y'all came up with, but y'all left Charles out of it? And I got to be honest with you. I agree with Charles. What the fuck do I have to clear my name at to this FAG I don't know? Now, Charles didn't call him that. I am. Why do I have to sit over here and explain myself to this tad late, dusty ass stunt queen of the FAG? Like, what are we doing? Like, I agree with Charles. And Charles, you shouldn't have let him been lucky. You ain't let them niggas go off scot free down to MSG, and you shouldn't allow him to go scot free. Charles, this was the first thing you should have did when he walked up to you. Do you understand me, Charles? That should have been you. The minute he walked up to you, you were supposed to grab him by his goddamn neck and fling his little ass from here to there. And no, it would not have been a hate crime because he did some messy punk shit on you. So I told you that's why I don't deal with a bunch of punks. Y'all see the punks I deal with. I don't deal with a bunch of messy ass fagatos. I don't. Cause of shit like that. No, it wouldn't have been no damn hate crime tape because we all seen what happened. And it wouldn't have been no damn hate crime. Anybody who watches this show would have been on his, my gay ass included. Ain't no goddamn hate crime. He got what any other nigga would have gotten from another damn man who was being messy and playing around in his marriage. No goddamn hate crime. Child boo. He was a messy ass fagato, and he would have gotten what messy ass fagatos get. And me being a part of the gay community, I endorse it all. Whoop that nigga ass. Hell y'all talk about. Anyway, look, I'm the messy one in the back with my drink. Get his ass. Get his ass, Charles. Get his ass. That would have been me. Shit. And then, Angela, I am going to have to get on you. Because at the end of the day, if your man is telling you, get this fuck nigga out of my event, you be a real damn wife and get that fuck nigga out of that damn event. There was nothing that Marcus could have ever came to up to him and has said about anything. I did not get your plight, and I did not understand you in that moment, Angela. And that's another reason why I got an issue with it. Like all of it just seems so discombobulated and disjointed. None of it made sense to me. None of this made sense to me. And had Charles went off the deep end, Angela, that would have been your fault because he told you to get him the hell out of here. I ain't got nothing to say to him. He disrespected me and my wife and my family, my integrity. Like I ain't got nothing to say to him. Angela looked stupid yelling at Charles to let Marcus stay. Right, right. You already said he and said none of it was true, so you didn't need to have Marcus up there. You could have gotten that Faye without Marcus. When your husband, and I shouldn't have to tell you this because you 44, I'm 37. When your man tells you, get that fuck nigga out of here, you get that fuck nigga out of here, Angela. I don't give a damn what your reasons are. But of course she don't listen. And and Charles tell him that he lucky because he will fuck him up and get your fagato ass out of here. Now he didn't say that, I did. So then that's when Angela went and took him to go and sit up amongst the ladies. And then that's when he decided to tell them that him and some nigga named Junebug came and met with Frack. And that Frack gave them some type of envelope with information and all of the rest of this shit. And then um, Frack sitting there discombobulated and all disjointed. um Looking all disjointed. Oh my god, and I did what, and I sent who, and I did this and I did that. And then everybody is sitting here like, this was another thing that was really pissing me off. Was first of all, Sent want to sit over here and be like, well, why would Phaedra do that? Cynthia, shut your ass up. You sat on the same stage as that bitch when she did that punk shit to Candy. You was there. So stop sitting here trying to act like this ain't in her character and you don't understand this. And again, frick, she involved you in the fuck shit. Now, granted, you won't no innocent victim either because you was a grown dead woman. Didn't nobody have to manipulate you? But my thing about it is, Frick, you know better than anybody that she's very capable of planting stories, planting seeds, cultivating shit, and making it out to be real and be true. And then things happen like Cynthia, leave me alone. Leave me alone, Cint. You leave me alone. Frick, you leave me alone. Wishbone, you pound puppy, you. She she's responsible for Drew calling you a damn lapdog. Because nobody called you that shit until her ass did. Not to mention, she also was helping perpetuate the shit about how you was playing around with Candy Pants and Portia and all the rest of that shit. So for you to sit over here and try to act like that's so much above Frack, and she would never do this, that thing, and the other. Girl, please. Like y'all was really pissing me off with that shit, trying to act like it's way off base and it's so way off kilter. And if Frack would never do anything like that. Since when? So Angela gonna say in her confessionals that Frack was the one who told her about Marcus. She said Frack called her and said that she remembers Marcus. She got the mind of an elephant, which she has said before. Now, don't get me wrong. Some stuff I totally believe. I do believe that she called her and told her, yeah, this is Marcus and this, that thing, and the other. But see, again, even though I believe that, I still do believe, Angela, that you are somehow a part of this much bigger conspiracy. I'm sorry, Angela, I do. And I do also believe that you are trying to like make something out of those type of rumors, which I don't understand why you should. And I don't understand why you want to. You would have been much better off, Angela, just leaving that shit alone. Once you found out that it was true, you just should have left it alone after that point. Like bringing him around. Um, thank you, friend. Thank you, Trev. I appreciate you. Thank you for your PayPal, friend. Wow, thank you. I hope I said your name right, Trav. Thank you, Trav. Trav, hope I said it right. Thank you for your PayPal. Um, anybody else I don't even heard? But I'm just being honest with you, Angela. Even I'm because a lot of the things that you said, Phaedra said, I believe it because we've heard Phaedra use those terms before. Phaedra have said that many occasions how she got the memory of an elephant, but that bitch couldn't even remember her due date, her conceived date. She couldn't remember how she knew Nene. Like she said a lot. I mean, I'm just saying. But even with that having been said, I'm sorry, Angela. It's just something about this whole story. And then another thing that made it so fraudulent to me was Drew. Because when he said Junebug, and then Drew made this face like, huh? What? Who? What? But my thing about that is, Drew, won't you there? Won't because I could have sworn I saw you sitting at the table with with her, Marcus, and the other guy. It was two guys and you and her. So my thing is, Drew, like, why was you looking so shocked? Like, did you not know about Junebug? Like, was this a conversation only Marcus and Angela was privy to? You didn't know nothing about Junebug? But I find that hard to believe because I thought at that sit down, he told y'all everything. Wouldn't Junebug be a part of him telling you everything? So when he said Junebug, I didn't understand your confused look. Like I was expecting you to be like, yeah, you know, confirming it or something. You look just as confused and like, huh? And I'm like, what? I don't know. I just and then um and then that's when Angela was getting that. Frat. It was saying, look, I liked you. I thought you was a cool woman. I was getting to know you. Like, why are you trying to put me through this? What have I done to you? Da, 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 da. And then Frat gonna say this shit about you doing your research, but you failed to tell us about your foreclosures. Frat, that right there is how I know. First of all, Frat, that shit fell flat. You know why? Because Angela lived by the old saying, fix your own tea before the next hoe do it for you. That fell so flat. And it was so flat, it was so whack, and it was very much so you got downloaded on information about all of these ladies. And it gave, you could not wait to be able to mention this lady's foreclosure. That's what it gave. It gave, I'm gonna keep this in my back pocket, child, just in case she try to come for me. And then you did that in that moment, feeling like that was gonna get her goat. And she said, bitch, please. I let that be known myself. Girl, ain't no tea in that. All these ladies know my shortcomings with that shit. Next. So I like shit like that. This whole thing fell flat. And then another thing that fell flat, Wishbone, girl, shut up. You're not about to do it. Listen, one thing that I can't stand about niggas and bitches alike is how they don't mind having all of this rah-rah shish kumbaya when there's somebody around. But when they got a person face to face and that energy that could have been warranted, they don't give. You not about to whoop nobody ass, Shamia. Nobody's. First of all, if you are gonna whoop the ass, start with Frick. If you want to whoop an ass that bad, start with Frick. But my thing about it is, I think it's real bitch made and pussy that now that you got your best friend sitting around you and you up amongst the other ladies, you want to bring up what she mentioned about seeing your child. They want to holler, and she lucky I don't fuck her up. Girl, bye. You're late. Shamia, you late. You late, you tired, and you through. Because if you felt that way, you should have did that shit then. You should have, you was face to face. There was nothing but space and opportunity. Won't nobody else around. You grabbed your purse and you got the hell up out of there with them tired ass reads, calling her all type of hoes and dirty bitches and all of that. But now, once you amongst all of the other ladies, now you want to pipe up and try to act so pissed and act so hot. And oh, I should fuck you up, girl. Bad. Like, you're late. You're late. You're late. Anyway, 5 months later, Frick is finally able to film in her empty ass house. Um, Hoe ass Diane come around there and they talk about a bunch of fucking nothing. That was the end of the episode. Like I said, much like Wishbone, this shit was late. This was a late ass finale. I'm sorry, Angela, even though I still like you and I've been on your side, this stunning shenanigan is late. It's like, I'm sorry, it's giving shenanigan tease. I'm sorry, Angela, it's giving stunt shows and shenanigan tease, my opinion. There's a bunch of holes in the story. There's a whole bunch of shit that don't make sense. Um, I and as much as I would love to blame Freck for any of this, I can't consciously do that. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't consciously do that, and you got a lot of reason as to why I don't. I didn't understand the purpose of inviting Marcus. I didn't understand why you was forcing Marcus to stay. I didn't understand why you didn't want to respect your husband's wishes. I did like it was just a lot of stuff that it just I just can't even though I don't like her. I can't just I can't. I can't like It was at her event when she approached her with it. Why beat her ass at her event? You was mad at Kenya for destroying her event with bric-a-brac. T is the same thing. Catherine, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm pissed at Kenya Team Twirl for doing that down to her event, but I'm not mad at her for doing it. Her event was over. She sung, it fell flat. She had flat notes. She couldn't halfway play the damn piano. And that white dress, skirt, whatever it was, looked like a whole bunch of damn toilet paper that she had. Toilet paper meets paper mache and all of the rest of that shit. Then she came down there looking like a damn majorette from the 50s. Once everything was over, said and done, life is over with, and that, and then she thought that somebody talked about her damn child. What? I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. But if I felt like a bitch, a raggedy bitch, a broke bitch, a childless bitch is running around here bringing up my child in my face, you think I'm gonna wait days later to want to fuck you up? Anyway, but she didn't mind showing her ass down at whatever. Um she did. She stood in front of that girl face dressed like a majorette from the 50s and didn't do a goddamn thing when she told you that to your face. But you want to wait days later and when you up amongst a crowd and preferably there with your bestie in case she try to do something, you feel like she gonna jump in to help you. Catch that tea. Yeah, no. No. Girl, you's days late and $1 short. What's harsh, Phil? Phil, you always want to take up for somebody. What's harsh? They read the wishbone. You're right, but damn. I mean, but it's the truth. Shit. What I'm supposed to do? Lie? I'm gonna tell the truth. Always. Thank you, friend. Thank you for your cash app, baby. I totally appreciate you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you, doll. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you for your cash app. Um, does Shamia need a reboot? Not really. I've already got my mind made up about Shamia. Shamia and Portia are just alike. And I really feel like that's why Portia didn't want her on the show. I feel like Portia knew that. I do. Like Shamia is one of them. She's another Kelly Price. Like how Kelly Price should have never came on reality TV. That's how I feel about Shamia. Like I liked her better as a friend of when we really didn't have to see her like that. So we didn't have to see her true colors. Her and Portia are just alike. And I can't fuck with that. They are just alike. She's a snake. She's a liar. She doesn't mind playing defense. She don't mind adding shit in to spice shit up just to prove she's cool with people and all of the rest of that. She don't mind being the instigator. She just not. No, no, no. I can't. I can't be fake. If I'm not accepting it from Portia, ain't nowhere in hell I'm gonna accept it from Shamia's old tired ass. Absolutely not. She just as tired and raggedy. I'm good. I am good. I mean, if y'all want to have her back, whatever. But birds of a feather flock the fuck together, honey. I ain't got nothing for her. I don't. Yeah, they are just alike. Like I totally used. I went up for her when I found out she finally got a peach. But she got up here and she showed her real damn personality. And she showed the fact that even with a peach, she's still gonna be a damn pound puppy to her damn master. What's the point of her having a peach? Like I'm good on her. Y'all can give her another chance. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same. So she got a damn peach for what? Y'all should have replaced that peach with some Alpo trees. Okay, you should have replaced that peach with a bacon begging strip. Okay. Okay, you should replace that peach with a bowl full of fresh pet meat. That's what you should replace it with. The hell? That's why I'm fudge Drew when she about to read her ass down again in the reunion and tell her girl back. Go back and sit on your master's lap. I went up. I went up. Come on through, Drew. There was a poll on Twitter, Portia versus Shamia. Many people type team no one. They are just alike. They Hey brother man X. How you doing, baby? Shamia is Portia's emotional support animal. That part, brother man X. That part. Give her a peach. No, get that bitch some chuck wagon and throw her ass a damn ball. Okay, with a bell inside of it. That's what you do. See, I can't wait till Charles read every last one of them down. And I was on his side. And I'm sure Sister Lauren is not too much different from them. I still like Lauren, even though she blocked me on Twitter during Portia's Family Matter days, because she said that she wasn't rocking with nobody that don't like her sister. I was one of the somebodies that she found out didn't fuck with her Horatius man stealing ass sister. And I've been blocked since the Portia Family Matter days. But even that, I'm still holding I still got a little soft spot for Lauren. I do. I do. I still got a little soft spot for Lauren, even though she blocked me because I had her back. She blocked me, and I know what episode it was. It was because I cussed Portia ass out for the way that she had treated Lauren in that episode, and you saw the thanks I got for it. She blocked me, but okay, you saw the thanks I got for taking up for her ass. She blocked me, but even still, I got a soft spot for Lauren. I can't help it. Charles did a collective gathering of edges of all of them heifers. He sure did. She talked down to Lauren. I know she did Creole, and I cussed Portia's ass out in that on that review. It's still up. The whole Portia Family Matter playlist. I laid into her ass real good. That next day, she had did the live, and she said that she was blocking people that was cussing out Portia, talking about something. Even though she know that people were taking up for her, that's still her sister, and she got to show loyalty. And I just so happened to go and look to see if I was one. Girl, I'm blocked like a jack. I said, ain't that bad a bit? You couldn't stand up for yourself. I stood up for you. I got blocked. Well, hey. Okay, well, hey. That's your sister. I guess I gotta understand, but thank you, friend. Thank you for your cash app, baby. One. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, Pooh. Thank you. I really do. Thank you, babe. Um, Child. And I still blocked. I went around there to go and see if I was still blocked because I was finna tag her in something. It had something to do with Portia. I was gonna tag her in something, and she still got me damn blocked. Girl, you another Marie from Bell Collector. Marie said that she was gonna unblock everybody she blocked on Twitter, and she was gonna start off fresh. Maybe she did, but guess who she didn't unblock? My ass. My black ass girl. Look, girl, after she said she was gonna unblock everybody, child, she said that. She said, I'm finna unblock everybody that I done blocked, and we gonna start over fresh. Child, please. I want a part of everybody. Lord have mercy, Jesus, honey. And I ain't even said nothing to Marie. I ain't said nothing to her. I talked all my shit on my live. I ain't never said nothing to Marie. I never added her on Twitter. I never hashtagged her on Twitter. I never did nothing. I told y'all what happened. That bitch came around here, heard my reviews. She got hot and said that I ain't got to take this. She did. Marie said, I ain't got to take this. I ain't got to accept this. Girl, she blocked my ass and I'm still there blocked. See, you must have read her down to her panties. I did. I did. I've been giving Marie the business since season 1. I did. I did. I roasted her. I roasted her. I roasted her sons. Well, not her sons. Her son. What's his name? I can't even think of his name. Y'all know the one with the baby with the underage girl. Him, Therese. Jerez. I mean, I roasted his ass. I roasted her ex-husband. Hezekiah Walker lookalike. I roasted him. I roasted Mammy. I'm addicted to drug head ass. Oh baby, listen. I roasted her to her skinny ass knees bled, honey. I look. Do she got a reason to block me? She do. Do she got a reason to block me? She do. But I never said nothing out the way that she ain't never heard before. Be clear. And two, I ain't never said nothing that ain't never been said to her before either. Be clear. Okay, I ain't said nothing they ain't never heard before. Nor have I said nothing that ain't nobody ever tell them before. So I don't know why they got so mad because I said it. You know, everybody can talk about everybody like a dog. The minute I decide to do it, I'm the problem. Like, now I ain't never roast Essie. I ain't never roast Essie because Essie used to come in my comments a lot. Y'all know I love me some Essie. I always left Essie out of that. The only reason that I would give Essie was about them kitty clicking. That's the only reason that I would give Essie. But other than that, y'all know I like Essie a lot. Like I ain't never drug Essie through the mud. I like Essie. S with the mess, honey. I live for her. Like I ain't never roasted her. Child, that tongue of yours is lethal when you get the roasted folk. Is it? Yes, we love S with the mess, honey. We love her. It's Marie we can't stand. Like Essie, we ain't never had no problem with Essie. It's Marie we couldn't stand. Anyway, y'all give me up to 200 likes so I can end this. I gotta go. I'm at 277 and I don't understand why when it's over 240 of y'all. And this 177, I need 200 on my likes like now. And quit playing. I love me some Marie. I guess. Okay, Phil, I guess me and you gonna be tussling. I see that already. It's a Pisces mouth. We can make a person reconsider their existence. And I did. Y'all remember Uncle Lester? Need I say more? Y'all get my likes up. I need more. It's 186. I need 200. You live with a Pisces? Congratulations. You're lucky. You said it like it's a bad thing. Find your life. Thank you, Angel, for your cash app, baby. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for liking. Appreciate you. 191. I need 9 more likes. I need 9 more likes. So I can get out of here. Unique news. I was in Anthony's live and he did not talk shit to me. He was explaining to people why he felt the need to sue Mellow Mellow. And he used me and my occupation as an example. But he won't talk his shit about me. He didn't talk shit to me. He didn't disrespect me. He wasn't saying it matter of factly anything. And I was in his laugh when he said it. And I typed back to him and I said, "We good, Anthony. I understand your point." And he said, oh, "Okay, cool. That's what I just really want you to understand, why I was suing." That's what that was, Unique. Okay, I was there. I went to his lab. I was there. I saw it. I heard exactly what he said. He won't talk his shit to me. He won't talk his shit about me. T, I love your review on Nelly and Ashanti show. Hilarious. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do episode 3 and 4 later on this after. Well, this evening. Later on this evening, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch 3 and 4, and I'm gonna just make it into a live. So y'all get it like that. Was you there the whole time? I was there long enough to hear him bring me up, and when he asked about, and when he was answering my question about why he felt the need to sue Mellow Mellow. Now I heard what he said. I was there long enough to hear him read down Chef Don Don and all that. Now maybe you confusing me with Chef. I was there for that, but they ain't none of my business. I ain't speaking on that. Now I was there when he said what he said about Chef. Maybe that's what you're confusing me with, but go back and listen to the whole thing. He did throw shade at you. If he did throw shade at me, Unique, I missed it. Like, if he did throw some shade, I missed it. So long as I didn't see it, he ain't did nothing. Okay. If he did do it, I guess he just threw shade and I missed it. Hey, it happens. Hey, Dem Rocks. Thank you, baby, for your 4.99. Hey, I think it was Britt who set it up because the way she said, I don't think it was Phaedra so fast was suspicious. Look, I don't know at this point. To me, I just feel like the whole thing is sus. I'm just gonna be honest. I feel like the whole thing was sus. All right, friend. I'm about to go too, Trav. So I appreciate you for being here. I mean, unique news. I appreciate you, but if he did, I guess he'll just get away with doing it. Okay. If he did, I guess he'll just get away with doing it. So cause I ain't there like that. And if he did throw some small shade, it's okay. It's okay. I throw small little, very small, minute little whatever, whatever. Ain't no thing. Okay. Ain't no thing. Am I wrong to even think it could have been Angela doing this for a storyline? No, you ain't wrong to think that. I mean, I ain't necessarily saying that's what she did either, kid, but um, that's why I said I think it's something fishy going on and they just forgot to tell Charles. It's just me. But I don't even go up for him, but don't think he threw shade at T. Listen, listen, unique. If it was something like that, trust me, my DMs would have been blowing up off the hook. All right. That's all I'm saying, unique. If it was anything like that, my DMs will be blowing up off the hinges. You want to know why? Because so many people want me for whatever reason to drag the hell out of Ant. All right. So trust me, if it was anything like that, I'd heard my DMs would have been buzzing up off the hook from people I like and people that I don't like. They would have been in my DMs cramming up to me, letting me know this was said, that was said, go to this timestamp, that timestamp, da da da. So it's all good, friend. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got no more. I got my 200 likes. Thank y'all so much for being here. I totally appreciate y'all. Um, Thank you guys so much for the cash apps. I thoroughly appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for the PayPal friend. I totally appreciate you for doing that. Thank y'all so much for the likes, even though I had to bash y'all upside y'all heads with my fans. I appreciate y'all for giving them to me. And I will see y'all tonight at 8:30 round to Really B's house for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. It's gonna be tonight at 8:30. So I don't think she made the link yet. I don't know what's taking her so long. It ain't like she got school. Damn went at summer break. So whenever she decide to not be lazy and make it, I'll make sure to post it on the community wall and remind y'all to go there tonight. All right, y'all. That is it. Y'all ain't seen one yet. It's cool. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk shit about it. I'm gonna go into Whether You Like It or Not panel, and I'm gonna just start riffing, and then I promise y'all are gonna get the link. So, when that having been said, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. I did. I will. I can. And ain't nothing you can do about it, Ravine. Bye.